Yo, this is Aaran from While She Sleeps.
I'm Sean from the similar same band.
And you're watching MoreCore TV.
While She Sleeps haben vor kurzem ihr 4. Studioalbum So What veröffentlicht. Grund genug für uns, die Truppe bei ihrem Zwischenstopp in Köln für ein Interview abzufangen. Maik hat mit der Band über die Bedeutung des Albums, seines Namens und über die weiteren Pläne der Band gesprochen.
Moin, ich sitze hier mit dem Sean und mit dem Aaran von While She Sleeps. Wir sind heute in der Essigfabrik in Köln, die Jungs sind gerade auf Tour und wir schnacken jetzt eine Runde über das neue Album und was noch so ansteht. Guys, thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us, yes.
How are you doing? How's the tour been?
Everyone's at the stage where everyone's getting pretty ill, and because
Very ill,
everybody travels in these little like metal containers together with, you know, a fake airflow inside of it, so everybody just remains ill. Once somebody gets ill, everybody gets it, and they remain ill until the end of tour. So that's where we're
Our
at.
guitarist Matt had to sit at the side of stage yesterday in Stuttgart.
Really?
Yeah, with like a bucket next to him in case he was going to be sick, and he couldn't sing one word.
Shit.
So
Yeah,
I actually just got over an illness, and then while I was on stage, I felt like I was halfway through the set. I was like, because Matt was sat next to me, I don't know if it was because of there was ill vibes going around, but then I started feeling sick on stage, and the lights started like making me feel sick. It was just awful.
Shit, man.
This is how bad it is.
We were a good show though. We were a good show, and I feel like tonight's going to be a good show as well.
So, how do you manage it? Because Matt sings a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're all extremely talented, so we can pull it off.
Okay.
It was difficult without Matt because Loz was like running out of breath, because usually they play off each other when like he'll finish a line, then Matt will come in, but Loz will like finish a line and then there's no one there. But I did my best to try and help him out, but it's hard for me to fill the gaps as well.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't do my best.
So next week, I think there will be a new record coming out,
Bloody hell, is it next week?
which is called
So what?
So What. Can you tell us something about the theme of the record?
Something about it.
Something about it. Keep it short.
Sean, I'll tell you something, and then maybe I'll tell you something after. Then maybe we'll tell you things at the same
You
time.
mean like just like behind the title, or just just anything?
Take us from day one.
I mean, it feels like you're doing like a movement or something.
Okay.
Because it's not only an album title,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, of course.
Well, God, you start.
Yeah,
Sean.
so I think first of all we wanted to do something completely different for starters, and obviously with you or we, that's very unified in the name, and everything is quite self-explanatory what it means. And we were struggling for an album title. We had a few like ideas lying around, and So What was one of them. And we actually started to get quite stressed with how to label this entire 2 to 3 years worth of work we've been doing in just a few words, and you have to label it this way. And it kind of made us really frustrated and stressed out because we couldn't think of anything that really described what we've been through. And So What really made an impact, because it's like, well, so what it's called, because it's what is inside that matters, all the music and everything we've been through. You can't explain it in just a few words. So What made the most noise, and it's what we wanted to do, is to make people not understand it as to then look inside what it means. I mean, so, and I think the beautiful thing with While She Sleeps is you can take anything we do and make your own interpretation. So we all have different interpretations for different things, like different meanings for songs and lyrics. So for me, So What kind of means like there's so many different ways of looking at life and perspective and viewpoints and the way people feel about different things, that there's like innumerable ways of how those things came to be for one individual person, for example. So say I believe in this or I see this, then okay, that's fine. But then someone else might believe the complete opposite, and there's no actual like foundation for who is really right and who is wrong. It's like the beauty of you can have completely different views of life. So what if you believe this, and so what if you believe in God, so what if you don't, so what if you like pizza, so what if you don't. It's the same thing. Like, am I to tell you, for example, I don't like coriander.
Okay.
Do you like coriander?
No, I don't think so, man.
Okay,
I'm a bit like whatever about it.
But he could eat it, but I can't tell him that he's wrong. Do you know what I mean? So I know that's a thin layer, but that's the truth. It's like if you like something, then you like it. You can't tell someone no. that's their opinion. So it's just the openness to that a little bit.
Sean just explained the whole spectrum of the meaning there, so I don't really need to say anything. But yeah, it's kind of, it is just that though. It's like it's the smoke and mirrors thing. It's like, you know, like how can you define, like Sean said, how can you define something that's taken us so many years to work through, and then just, it's like our own version of like the saying, don't judge a book by its cover, and that goes for anything. That goes for, like, you know, the album title. There's so much more meaning just like behind the title and behind the artwork. There's, you know, there's so much like effort and work gone into it, and then like if you go like dig even further down, the layers go to like we're human beings with basic needs, and you know, so like there's so like Sean said, there's so many variables to it, and it can be said, like you said, the same as, I'm just saying the same shit you said.
What I liked, I said this other day, this is quite a nice way of looking at it, is that people to see us in a few scrolls on Instagram, all this hard work we've done, boom, you see it in 1 second, boom, it's gone. But like in our lives, that actually came last, and we had an entire years of experience before this 1 second came to be. So we've all had struggles, we've all had positive things. We have to eat, we have to move, we have to walk, sit down, sleep. Whatever your normal life has to happen first, and then the music comes after that, but people only get to see the after, boom, like that's gone. But
yeah, like
there's all
the
this line
Instagram feed, the 1 second of scroll past, oh shit, Sleeps are releasing a new album, double click, like, what's next?
Yeah.
You know?
What's gone, yeah, but then it's took us our entire life to get that position, so. But like I said, you can interpret it how you want, so then at the same breath it could be like, well, so what? You know, a good so what and a bad so what to anything. So,
and it's also like a philosophy, because you know it's about not attaching yourselves to maybe like some like negative thoughts. You know, like there's like people nowadays, like it's a big thing. Like mental health is a big issue because people, like, I think it's because there's so much shit going on in the world. You know, we've talked about it in previous albums, like, and brainwashed and stuff. Like, you get so caught up in this facade of ways that you get told to think, of things you get told to believe in, and if you like start looking beyond that, you may start to feel anxious about thinking differently, and that could like spiral into negative thoughts. But like, so what is, like, you know, like nothing really is good or bad, really. It's just thinking makes it so. Who said that? Was that Shakespeare? So like, you know, it's a philosophy, and like, you know, that's why it's not a message of indifference. It's almost a message of liberation. It's like, shake it off.
It could be translated to things change. And if everyone kind of remembered that, so and I've been through really dark stuff, and you can't just say, oh, so what? It doesn't work like that. But the philosophy still stands true because things always do change. So when you're in like something really dark and in the depth of something terrible, all you need to hold on to is that it's going to change, so you can have a little bit of optimism, like, well, so what? This is really bad now, but it has to change. That's the way the universe works. So what could be translated like that too. So
it's an on and on system.
Yeah, I just want people to see the so what and listen to how we explain it. But more importantly, how do they want to use the so what? That's the beauty of art in it. You get to do what you want with it.
Yeah. Let's get into the music. To me, it sounds pretty While She Sleeps-ish. So, I mean, you've got some new elements you experience with some electronic stuff here and there. Can you tell us something about the musical influences there?
I think the reason why it sounds While She Sleeps is because it is us, and the fact.
Yeah, of course, man. You know.
And the fact,
I think the main reason is.
but you know, I think it's always been, because we fucking wrote it, you idiot.
Do you know this is While She Sleeps? Right?
You're talking to.
Oh, sorry, man.
But I think it's been a big part of us to never really define ourselves in like a box of it. Definitely in terms of genres, anyway. Like we've since day one, we've always been really diverse in what we write. We don't really conform to you're in this particular genre, so you need to stick by these guidelines. We've never really done that, and I think that's why. With each album, although we have taken steps in different directions than its predecessors, I think it never really feels that out of the box for While She Sleeps, because we've never really been afraid to explore these different kind of sounds, I think. Would you agree, Sean?
I would agree. Yeah, I do. I think in the same breath though, we're never scared to do anything. I think that's what we enjoy when we write stuff.
Not scared.
We're not scared as shit.
All the time?
Yeah. Well...
So yeah, we enjoy just doing stuff that outlandish. We like to make more noise every time. But things like electronics and stuff we haven't played too much with before in the past. But it's like, the forbidden fruit tastes the sweetest sometimes. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to do that because they're senior in, but we don't do that. We don't agree to those things. So the more you play with these things, the more fun it gets. Like, how boring would it be to do the same thing every single time? So every time we just like branch out a little bit more and try something new and like...
I mean, it's like wearing different clothes every day. I mean, you're wearing something you wore different yesterday.
Absolutely.
But you're still Sean though, aren't you?
Inside, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And as for inspiration, like...
Full of shit metaphors, so you just be aware.
Yeah, that's our vibe. A lot of people ask, like, oh, what influenced the record musically? And for me, it never really is music that does it. It's usually like, I know how to play guitar, and other people know how to do other instruments and stuff like that. And then I feel like once you go through life, it's life that then makes you come up with the inspiration. Now you have, like, the vessel to make it out of. It comes through that. Like, personally, me anyway, when I'm writing, I don't listen to so much music because I'm so While She Sleeps, and I get like hooked off my own stuff, as like arrogant as that sounds, but I enjoy writing more than I do listening to music sometimes because my stuff's just better than anyone else. So
I knew that would come in.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good.
So as we're pretty close to the record release, are you nervous, or I mean, it's your 4th record, so is it like, okay, we are used to the last days of the record thing?
I think for me anyway, for the first time like with releasing records, I'm not that anxious. I think maybe it's like with the philosophy behind the title and everything, like, you know what, however it does, it's like, so what, innit? Like, I'm like, whatever it does, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be living, breathing human beings. We fucking love it, and I'm sure like our fan base are like, they like the mirror of us, you know. They really get it, and they really feel like an extension of us. So and they've been behind us every time. You see so many bands who make these new releases and go in like different directions, and they leave like a massive chunk of their fan base behind to like gain new ones. But I feel like, I don't know whether it's just me being ignorant is bliss or whatever, but it feels like everybody's coming with us, which is a really great feeling.
Yeah. Ironically, me and Matt actually said to each other this time around, like, we didn't want to change like consciously, but we did have this attitude where we're like, if we don't upset a few people, then we don't think that we're like being bold enough. Do you know what I mean? So like, we enjoyed feeling like that. Like, if we don't lose a few fans here and there because we've made some big changes, then we don't think we're challenging ourselves enough. But as Aaron said, we always seem to do this, and I think there is some big changes on the record, but it's like, it's almost like our fans enjoy how we do things, not what we do in a way. So we could kind of do anything, and our fans enjoy that more than the final product. They understand that we did it, and they get that. So we try and upset people, but we usually get
giving it a very good go.
Generally good feedback. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more singing on it, a lot more cleans and stuff. But it's like, that wasn't a conscious thing. That's just how it happened. And then I think because it's honest and natural, people just like it. But never know, we could release and then no one gives a shit. So
I think it was Matt saying in the documentary you just released that he's kind of sick of the whole Instagram thing going on. And so what do you think of like the Bring Me the Horizon record, people complaining about, hey, they changed the style.
Well, I love it, and they're not obliged to please anybody.
Yeah,
they want to write what they want to write, and I think it's an amazing record.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect example of someone doing what they want for themselves, and then just watching people lose their shit when they know nothing about it. Do you know what I mean? They don't know what it's took for them to make that record, what they've been through, but it takes them 1 second to say, that's fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? And that's why when I get criticism on our stuff, I don't really care, because they don't and will never know what happened to make it so. So like, it's just an opinion. So opinions do nothing at that level. So the Bring Me record is the best album I've heard in a long time. Do you know what I mean? So just because it's not heavy, it's such a shallow way of looking at music. Just because it's not heavy, like, you're going to complain about it.
And who set these guidelines? Who says that you have to stick to the same genre album by album?
Yeah, it's mental.
Who says that, you know?
I hate it.
And they're not obliged. They're not obliged to
just make music. Do you know what I mean? Just make music and do what you want. And like, if you don't like that, then don't listen to it. It's so fucking simple. Like, but whatever.
So what? So what? So what? That's it.
As we look into the future, you guys are also gonna play some festivals this year.
Yeah. Yes.
Of course. And I saw that you also play Rockwell Festival in Florida, as Rock am Ring in Germany.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to do some festivals in America. It's the first time we're going to be playing festivals there, obviously apart from Warped Tour. So that should be interesting. I'm really excited to do that. But yeah, the classic European summer, I can't wait to embark on it. It's always amazing. And it's growing every time we do it. So
how do you feel to play with bands like Tool? I think you play with them twice. Is it something for you personally?
Sean's a massive Tool fan. So.
Yeah, is that a band I'm supposed to know? That's gonna cause some rage. That's gonna cause some problems in the comments. But again, like, I'm a victim of my own doing whatever. Like, sometimes I miss a few bands, and I know that Tool are very, very well respected. And I don't think I've heard so much, so I do apologise.
Tool are a great band, undeniably.
Oh, well, I missed them.
I mean, I should check them out. It's just a band which doesn't play many shows this time, so
yeah.
Maybe we should like cure our ignorance and go watch them.
We should, yeah. Like Metallica, not for me. Do you know what I mean?
What are the bands you're looking for?
I can see in my mind the people clicking the dislike button over and over again.
No worries, man.
I'm joking.
But is there any band you're looking forward to watch personally? Or is it something?
Honestly, like, we've just been so immersed in So What coming out. I've not even got a chance to check the lineups yet, but I know for a fact they're going to be amazing. They always are.
And I don't even know some of the festivals we're playing. There's so many coming up.
Okay.
No, it's because it's release week. It gets so busy.
Literally is, like, it's so crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks a lot. I wish you all the best for the release.
Thank you.
And for the rest of the tour. And don't get sick, man.
I'm fucking
trying to get better.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy and stay away from Aaron and Matt. And Drew. And Craig's got it as well now. Everyone's got it.
James is sick, our tour manager. If you've shook his hand, you're going down for sure.
I feel good, but I feel like it's just going to get me when I don't know it. So what, though, eh?
It's like the plague, man.
Alles klar, das war Aaran und Sean von While She Sleeps. Wenn ihr auf der Tour wart, dann sagt doch mal, wie ihr es fandet. Ansonsten, wie ihr die Platte findet, wenn sie denn draußen ist. Dankeschön.
Danke.
Dankeschön.